Let there be Carnage Hall in Dying Light 2. This new expansion has launched, and with it, the Carnage Hall Arena. This is a deep system with plenty of challenges and rewards to chase, so let's break it all down so you can be number one. Let's go. So Carnage Hall comes with the new story DLC. Now the story will take you to Carnage Hall. You just got to follow the quest line, and once you get there, you get full access to the arena and all the goodies that it offers you. But don't worry about your story choices, as you will get access to Carnage Hall after the story, regardless of the options you do have if you are worried about like getting yourself locked out or something like that. So first, let's talk about the match types. There are 4 main match types. The Carnage match type will have you essentially just fight an arena of enemies, but you have to take out the very specific ones that it does want you to in the allotted time limits. Now this will change depending on the scenario and the enemy types, but essentially you just got to take out the marked enemies and do that as fast as possible. Spectacle is the most unique match type in that you will have different objectives depending on the spectacle that you are doing and the different arena that you are in. They're all different, so it's hard to say exactly what they are, but essentially you will be doing some kind of themed event. Say the first one is for Haran and the second one's like Robin Hood, and you'll essentially be just like completing the objectives in that. In my experience, the best way to do spectacle is more or less to just ignore the enemies that are attacking you and just like hard focus on doing the objectives. If you do die, you just get to like respawn on the last checkpoint and try it again. I've had that happen a couple of times, and it just makes it so much easier, like if you just like keep pushing and trying to like do it faster rather than defeat all of the enemies. And in some cases you don't have the best weapons, so it does make it go a little bit faster if you just focus on the objectives. Now in the spectacles there will be these wild bolters, kind of like the bolters you find in the main game, and if you kill them and search them, they'll give you some kind of accessory or weapon or something that can help you in your journey. And in a lot of the spectacles as well, you will get multiple weapons, so make sure you are switching your weapon wheel, as you probably will have something like in the Robin Hood one, you just get a bow, but you do actually have other weapons to use as well. Rush is the third type here, and Rush is basically a parkour challenge where you are looking to jump through the blue circles, whether they're on the ground or in the air. Now there will be things in the way that will hinder you. Sometimes there'll be exploding enemies, sometimes they'll be volatile, sometimes it'll just be like a difficult parkour challenge, like get up to the height that you need or something like that. But for the most part, it's just complete this within the allotted time, and it doesn't matter, especially for all of these, actually it's worth pointing out, it doesn't matter if you complete it with 1 second to go, you just need to complete these objectives. Freak fight is the last match type, and this is just a one-on-one boss fight with the freaks, and it could be any kind of freak. It'll change depending on the match that you are specifically doing. Now these are challenging as there isn't a whole lot of cover, more or less, in most of these arenas. There will be explosives on the ground that you can light and throw at the freaks as well to just chip away at their health, and anytime you can fight them from range, it's absolutely worth doing, like if you are given some grenades or throwing knives or something, because for the most part when you get close to them, they're probably going to smack you in the face, and there isn't a lot of cover or things to, you know, dodge and duck around in these arenas, so it does help for that. And also if there are platforms, if you go up on top of those platforms, typically you'll find like a grenade or something valuable that'll help you take out the freaks. But same again, you don't have to worry about the timing here, you just have to complete it within the allotted time and defeat the freak before they defeat you. Now speaking of completing objectives in the right amount of time, for all of just the standard match types that you get from the guy that gives you the tournament plan, those don't matter. Now once you complete a match for the first time, you'll get a Carnage Hall poster, and these posters are challenges, so these will take you back into those arenas to complete them within a specific amount of time for either a bronze, silver or gold star. And there's also different objectives within them, like sometimes they might ask you to do something else, not just like complete it as you were doing in the match. Now this is the primary way that you can really get some of those opera tokens, and we'll talk about those tokens in a little bit, but those Carnage Hall posters are the way that you repeat doing them. It's so if you go to the guy that gives you the tournament plans and like give you the match points, once you've done it once, you can't do it again. You have to go over to the Carnage Hall posters if you want to do it again and try and maximize your rewards and get more rewards for doing these actual challenges. So speaking of this whole system and the rewards, you're going to want to know what the rewards are. Now for the main story, you do have to get your fame ranking all the way up to 1, and you can really just do that by doing the match types. I wouldn't worry about the challenges, you just go through the matches and you'll be able to get that fame ranking up to rank 1 pretty easily. Near the entrance to Carnage Hall, like not where you actually pick up the match types, there is a rewards vendor. This guy will sell you all sorts of goodies for your ventures into Carnage Hall. Now the main thing that you can pick up from him is like weapons. There are plenty of different weapons, and as you maximize your fame ranking, you'll be able to get access to like RNG roll for like better quality weapons as well. So especially when you get to 1, you'll be able to pick the highest quality and highest level weapon as well. He will give you armor. Now, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, there's the golden gladiator armor. There's also headpieces that he gives you as well. He'll give you outfits for like transmog stuff, and there is also weapon mods that he can give you as well. Now, all of this really requires you to have a fame ranking high enough to unlock the item from him, as well as the opera tokens. Now, every time you complete one of the matches, you'll get some opera tokens just from doing that. You'll also get fame rank as well. But the main way that you get these opera tokens is from the Carnage Hall posters, those challenges. You'll get heaps more just from like golding one of these than you will just from doing the match types. And it's also the only way that you can repeat these events and actually earn more of those opera tokens. So if you are trying to get all of the rewards and all of the outfits or different things that he sells you, the best thing to do is go to the Carnage Hall posters and do those, and you'll be able to get not only XP for like your combat or your parkour depending on the event, you also get the opera tokens from them as well. And that's everything you need to know about Carnage Hall. Let me know in the comments down below if you are playing the Dying Light DLC, what you think of it. Thank you for watching this video till the end. Thank you to our members for supporting the channel. My name is Norza, and I hope you have a great day.